Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Christy. Welcome on in. I'm very late. We had a bit of a situation here, but everything is good. Sort of. It is what it is, right, guys? When life throws us lemons, we have to just mix it up and make pink lemonade, right? That's all you can do. So when you come on in, say hello. If you're watching this part, it is the replay, and welcome. If you are on my other platform, you can always skip through this part and get to the good stuff, which is it's ATC night. And tonight we are celebrating America's 250th birthday this year. That is so hard to believe. So hard to believe. But here we are. Hi, Becky from Kentucky. How are you? So while you guys come on, I'm going to go ahead and start gluing. Hi, Estella. How are you, darling? I'm going to go ahead and start gluing my backgrounds on. So we have quite a bit to get to tonight. So I'll probably save a couple for like off the live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get to them all. Hello, Mom. Hi, Sue. Welcome on in, everybody. So tonight we're using our Star Wars cards. So I did save some of my special characters that I like, but we're going to go ahead and cover some of these ugly eyes. So I'm just putting on backgrounds while you guys come in. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's been a while. It's been a whole week. Hi, Estella. I see you. It's been a whole week. I have been really busy. I have like 4 phone calls to make to people. Hot and humid in Kentucky. Oh, it's that time of year. I know it. I know it. But we've been getting a lot done at the house here. My husband and I did a lot of yard work on Saturday and Sunday. And we have just been exhausted because it's hot and humid here too, as you can imagine. So that is what we've been up to as a team. We've been redoing our patio lights, and we had to get rid of one of our trees because it was growing too close to the house, and it was like damaging our like duct area, not duct area. What is the word I'm looking for? Like the gutters. So we are replanting a tree, but we don't know which one we're planting at. We're still doing our research and trying to find that out. We've been weeding, just, you know, the norm stuff before it gets way too hot, because in Florida it gets about, usually it's like 94, 95, sometimes on really hot days 96, and it's very humid. So I am just, it's 100 and, oh my gosh, it's 100 there, Sue. How are you standing that, my dear? Okay, almost done. And then I'm going to show you our kit tonight. Now remember, you guys can also craft along with me. I have digital tier is open for anyone interested, and you can always PM me if you need the information. Hi, Terry. I am offering a special like your first month, so it's affordable, just to see what you guys think of it. Nothing really gets mailed to you. Everything is kind of like you print off at home on your own. But I do mail you a welcome letter and some goodies that way. So, hi, Terry. Okay. One more, you guys. I hope you guys like what I picked. I tried to pick a mixture of different things. And then you'll see kind of what I'm going to go through everything. So. Now, tonight, you guys, I'm actually using a new glue. I found this at Dollar Tree. I've never tried it. It does say heavy duty. It is at Dollar Tree. I'm guessing it's between $1.25, $1.50. But it's Aleene's DIY Craft Industrial Strength Heavy Duty Glue Stick. So we are going to try this baby out just because some of you don't have an Amazon account. And if you guys can't find the Scotch glue, at least you can find this at Dollar Tree. Maybe one of yours will have them. And we're going to try it out because I don't mind trying new things. So, I will say it's really heavy. It's like really heavy compared to this one. So, hello, my Becca Boo. How are you? that away. Okay, so you guys, in your kits tonight, you will find several printables. We have a couple of little vintage characters. I do have a teddy bear. Now, I know I don't love AI. This one appears to be AI, but it's really cute. I just went with it because it does say 250 years, and he's got a hot dog, and it's a bear. So you guys know I'm a sucker for the bears. And then this one is really pretty. I think I did the same image last year, but people wanted to trade it so much. Hi, Sam. How are you? Hi, Gwen. Gwen, I know you messaged me, and you and about 10 other people I need to get back to. I've just been so busy. And this one, you guys, you may recognize. This is actually a napkin. Been working a lot lately. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've been up to, Becca. I gotta check out your page, dear. So this right here is actually a napkin. You love your bread. I know, Sam. I know. I love all my crafter friends, but that's all I'm gonna say. I love you guys, and you guys do you. I'm gonna do me. I have feelings, and I have mixed feelings. There's my sweet Sandra, my CBFF. I'm so glad you guys are here. So this one I really loved, and I had to make it ATC size. So it is a scanned napkin that I kind of shrunk down so it could fit. So you guys, I am loving our little goodies that I did a lot of embellishments for this one. You will find a little, some of you may have had, well, I don't know if I did this to everybody. Some of you may have a little tab like this. If not, you can use like a paper clip, a bobby pin, or I'm going to send you guys with a couple of these when I send out my next kits. Those are those bull pins. Kevin has feelings towards him too. I know. I told you I'm with Kevin. By the way, sweet Sam, I love my little Sam, my little Uncle Sam. I think of Sam. I think of you when I see my little Uncle Sam. So if you guys are not following your friends on here, please do. I know my sweet Sam made the most adorable little everything. She has a little donkey. I feel like I have a little like political thing going on, but it's really not. I just love the donkey. And the donkeys think of me. Remind me of you, actually. So I do have, these are actually really cool, you guys. These are little cupcake. I try to mix up the colors, but they remind me of fireworks. Hi, Linda. So this, you have mixed feelings too. See, everybody is kind of doing their own thing, but I like that. I still love my rubber stamps and will continue to stamp things out. I've done a lot of stamping this week for our next kit. There's our little, let's see, our little Statue of Liberty. I've got some little garland in here. Hi, Amari, how are you? And then I've got my little blue beads. And I do have some of these little Americana straws. I only have one because I didn't cut enough, but you guys will have two. These remind me of little fireworks, so I love those. And then we have our little stars. And the real star of the show are, you guys, I made these tiny little Cracker Jack boxes. I know it's backwards for you. These are like, they're mini Cracker Jack boxes. I absolutely love these. I made these myself, and I think they turned out really cute, and they're gonna look so cute on a card. So we're gonna do that one today. Your backgrounds, I did make some watercolor. I've been doing more watercolor, so we have some Christy made. No, none of them are the same. And then I do have some stars, which I think we're saving this one for the Cracker Jacks. And then some of this paper I did design, like these two I designed, and then a couple of these came from the Hoblob. So, hi Kathleen, I'm so glad you made it. Yay! Okay, so we do have a lot to get to, so I'm going to get started. We do have just various different printables, so I'm just going to have fun with this. I think we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pick out what I want to go with what, if that makes sense. And I know I want this on here. Obviously our bears are going on our bears. And we'll do this one. And then we have just kind of other fun things to work with. So we probably may not have enough printables, but I wanted to give you guys options. So we're definitely gonna have fun tonight though. Okay, so I have to get my mind in order. What is this? Okay, no, sorry. Hello, Daylene. How are you? Okay, so I am going to just kind of start. I think we're going to start with our little twirling girl, because that one, I had people messaging me wanting that, and I had to make a second card specially because I just had a few people that wanted it. So I think we're going to go ahead and start with that. Now, you guys, these stickers are of like, they're connected together, so you will need to cut them. I don't have my favorite scissors, but no, I do. Okay, these are my favorites. They're my little cutter beads. So I'm going to be so sad when I can't do them anymore. So I'm going to also use, I think, I'm going to use my little garland piece on the side. Now with this type of thing, what bag are we doing? We're doing the blue one. We're doing the blue one. Hold on, Kathleen. Patriotic tonight. I tried to theme it as best I can. Next week will be Cabbage Patch. And I'm excited for Cabbage Patch. Yay. Hi, Sam. Long time no see. How are you? I've been seeing you had an update recently. I hope you are feeling well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing this, guys. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and choose this background. You guys can use whatever you want. And I'm doing my little printable with my little twirling girl, okay? So I'm just going to cut it out. I'm going to do a little bit of a, I don't want it square. We could do it square if we wanted, but I kind of want to give her a little depth. So I'm going to have her pop out. So I'm going to glue her with some double-sided tape. You guys can also get this at Dollar Tree. And did you guys see I posted recently yesterday, was it this morning? I think it was yesterday or today. I did post a recent list of things that I like to buy at the Dollar Tree for my junk journaling and my ATC cards. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. It is all stuff that's out right now. I actually just went to Dollar Tree over the week, or this past week, so everything is that I posted, it should be there or arriving soon. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and go around like this. We're going to give her a little bit of shape, but I don't want to lose little streamers around her. So there she is right there. You're doing okay. You got iron infusions. Yes. I didn't want to put your HIPAA out there, of course, but that's what I thought I read. And I'm very glad you're doing better. That always helps. Sometimes just the smallest little, Sandra and I were talking about this, about our, you know, all the hormones, you guys, and all of the, you know, vitamins and stuff that we could be doing regularly to help ourselves. Help us help ourselves. You guys, I'm gonna show you guys, since we're gonna be doing our Craft Box confessions in a couple months, or in about a month. I'm gonna show you my confession. Look at my bag of trash, you guys. I've been cleaning my crafter mat. It feels so good. All right, I'm just putting double-sided tape on her. And before I place her, I'm gonna go ahead and actually glue down my piece of garland. Now you may ask, where did you get this piece of garland? Well, you know those little like chintzy, like Dollar Tree, like little garland stars and hats? I just take this off of there. You can even use red if you only have the red ones. There's different things you could use, but it just reminds me of like the old tinsel, like vintage tinsel. And we could use some regular glue stick. I'm not, though. I'm going to go ahead and trim this later because I didn't really measure it. I was just cutting strips. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put this at the top so I can get another piece out of it. So I'm just going to kind of chop it right here. use my other scissors. Now, some of this will come off because it's chintzy, but that's okay. Now, we could use any types of glue you want. You use citrus, bergamot, and lowered my, lowered your cholesterol. Linda, very good. And I understand that everybody's not going to have the same metabolism and you know, things, but it's always worth a shot. It's always worth a try. A lot of the drugstores do like the buy one get one half off or the buy one get one free vitamins too. So you always want to try something new on like that deal, so you're not wasting much money. And I will say this, I'm not a clinical professional. I do work in a clinical environment. However, make sure that you give it a try and you regularly take them, because just if you take them every other day or 3 times a week, you don't see an improvement, well, you got to give it a fair shot. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue at the top. And let me pull you down now because you guys don't need to see me anymore. My dog is roaming around. And I hope you guys can see this. And then I'm going to just lay this at the top. And it's okay. It's very bushy if you don't have it like end to end. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of lay it right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my little girl, I'm going to slide it kind of under here so I can still see her. And then, now I have like my little card. Now I'm going to let this dry because I want to do more, but I have to let that dry up there because I'm only using this glue. And this is the E6000 Extreme Tack. You can find this little bottle at Walmart. You can use 3-in-1 art glitter glue, or you can use the fabric tack like I like to use. Happy Thursday! Thank you, Lucy. You're so funny. I appreciate when you guys compliment me. I just have to I have to get in the mood sometimes, especially if we've had a very crazy day, a very stressful day, things like that. I never want to come on here and be stressful to you guys or, you know, take anything out on you. So, that being said, that's why I get all dressed up. Kind of gets my mood going. So, all right, now I think what I want to do, let's do our little, I want to do our little Liberty. So, I'm going to cut her out. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys how your week has been and your weekend, because I haven't seen you. Yes, dear.
Hi, can I quickly interrupt with good news?
Sure.
So somebody picked up the part of the double, so I don't have to double that day.
Yay! So you have...
So I'll be off at 4 on my birthday.
Okay, good. Very good. Decide where you want to go to dinner. So, my daughter was scheduled for a double shift on her birthday, which is Thursday. Aw, I love you! And, we were a little stressed about that. Well, she was a little bit stressed about that today because, for obvious reasons, who wants to work 12 hours on their birthday? That's just terrible. And I had thought, you know, we'll probably take her to dinner or do something. I work Friday. So, it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on here the last week. And I've just been so busy. And I've been working on the kits, and they're ready to be packed. They're pretty much done. Sprinkle the lug, open the craft box. Thank you so much, Sue. You guys, I appreciate you, which is why I want to know more about your weekend and what's going on with you, because I know you guys get bored of hearing me saying I'm busy. I really am, but I was late because we had a situation with our car insurance and our policy, and there was a billing error, and it's just ridiculous. But anyway, that's what you get sometimes. So I'm gonna get some washi tape while you guys converse with each other.
which it should be down here.
Yes, it should. And my favorite washi tape is not in here. Of course not. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Not in there either. Bringing out the big guns. Oops, I shouldn't say that, right? We're bringing out the big bins, I should say. This is not that. Your girl's got a lot of washi. Your girl's got a lot of washi. I thought I had... I have that one. I have that one. I have gold, and I have this one. So that should be good. This is not washi, it's a ribbon, but you guys can always use ribbon. Hello, my beautiful Sandra. What did someone say? Lucy's laughing. Y'all made Lucy laugh. All right. Are you talking about my big bins of washi? I love those bins. By the way, I got them at Ross years ago and have not been able to find them since. I only bought one, and I walked into another Ross a while ago, like a while back, and I saw another one. It was within probably the week that I first saw that first one, and I saw it as a sign to go ahead and get it. So I haven't even opened this one, you guys. What in the heck? But I'm glad I found this one. It's striped red, which I kind of like. Oh, it's going to be one of these suckers. All right. That'll work. We'll just peel it slowly. It's like peeling an egg. I hate peeling eggs. I can never get it in one shot. My grandmother used to always do it in one shot. She said that the trick was to put it in icy cold water when you took it out of the boiling water, and it's supposed to help the shell like come off. Don't ask me why I'm going on that rant. Okay, these are not what I want, but I do want that one because I like the red and white stripes. And then we've got like this bluish purple one, and we do have stars, so I like that. That's pretty cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and put Miss Liberty needs her. She needs to stand out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my double-sided tape again. And I do have some of these too. And this was just from me having that out from the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and probably use a star from there or something. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put some washi tape down the side before I put her on. That's what I love about this, is you can go ahead and you don't have to commit. If you know what I mean. And I kind of don't want to. I think I want to do the firework coming off the top of this, but we'll see. Because this isn't really going to fit in the sleeve anyway. But let me go ahead and put my red and white stripes down. Because I have a lot of blue going on in this. And we'll move her to the side. Where in the heck is the end of this? There it is. It took me forever. So nobody did anything this weekend? Nobody put anything in the comments? Y'all are just having a boring summer so far. Has anyone started a summer journal? I have some news announcement coming soon regarding that. So stay tuned for that. I'm giving myself more work. It does work. I was taught that same thing to peel eggs. Yay! Thank you, Gwen, for affirming my grandmother is correct. So now you know. We learned something new. Even while crafting, we learned something new. Okay, I really like that. I think I want to do like, you know, the scene they put on TV of like the fireworks in New York City with like the firework behind Lady Liberty. even though this is a silly Lady Liberty, I really want to do the fireworks. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to find like a little opening in our card. Now this is what makes it kind of pop. So you want to peel this off or down. Probably off. And now I'm going to stick my little toothpick in there. And I'm going to go through it apparently. Oh, I shouldn't have glued it down first. Man, that glue works well. No, I used this glue. That's right, I used that glue. That's all right, you guys. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna glue another one on the bottom. Hi, Carrie, how are you? Welcome on in, girl. We're doing ATCs. I'm making a little firework on top. We're gonna glue another one because Christy used her permanent glue. And I'll do something on the back later because I don't have like coordinating paper right now. It'll drive me crazy. I am gonna cut this. Just a second. My husband took my cutters. Nope, that's not them. I have so many cutters. I'm gonna cut this a little bit smaller. Okay, now it'll fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just glue this baby on. I'm gonna use the same glue because it sticks so well. No, don't glue that. All right, so I'm gonna put my little piece on the firework down. Don't get any of your tinsel pieces in there. And then we're gonna sandwich them together. Just like that. Hi, Dee, how are you? So now you'll have something that looks like this with the little firework popping out. I absolutely love that. You can play around with it too and put it deeper if you want down in there. I kind of like the little thing coming out though. All right. You can't even tell I put a hole in it because of the kind of paper it is. But then we're going to go ahead and put our little Lady Liberty there. And we can even use pieces, gems, whatever you have, really. And I have no oxidized inks right now. They're all in my other area. But that's okay. We don't need them. All right. I'm loving this. I think I'm going to leave it like this because I don't have my little corner punch. But that I would say if you wanted to, you can round off the corners or you can keep it square, either way. But that's the one I made. Now, this one should be dry. She is. She's pretty dry. So what I want to do with her is I'm going to go ahead and turn this. I'm going to cut it in half and make this 2 fireworks. Just because I only had the one. Now you could even go a step further and put like a little piece of like ribbon or lace or even twine, glue inside and have it make it look like the little thing on top that you light. Sorry guys. And I think I might thank you, honey. I think I might just keep them right there in the back. So I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it like that. I'm doing good, Dee. I'm here, darling. I'm just super busy all the time. It seems like I don't get a lot of time with hubby either. So when my weekends are for him basically. And then I have Sunday to myself, which I need that peace on Sunday for me to do my things and just to be. This Sunday I did a little bit of cleaning, I cooked dinner, I made a nice homemade pie, and I made charms, and it was so relaxing to me. I just listened to music, nobody was here, I was super excited. All right, and then I think, you guys, I want to kind of put this little I want to put this behind here. Maybe that looks weird. We might come back to that idea. We might. But I probably will put a little something in there to make it look like a fuse. I have my little thing. Let me see. If we cut this, I don't know if it'll work. We can look. I'm here to try it. Ooh, what if we did... Oh my goodness, hold on, I got an idea. If we loop it through, look at this. Are you guys watching? Thank you for being here, by the way. If we put it through here, the little holes in the straw, that's all these are, is the straw, you guys. And then we could twist it, maybe a little bit. I'm going to cut the end a little bit. Oh, how cute. Now, you could use twine, like I said, whatever else. Hello, Rosie. How are you? Welcome on in. But there's our cute little, like, firework that we made with, like, the little straw, just cut into pieces. Straws are your best friend when it comes to paper crafts, you guys. I'm just telling you. And then we have our little fuse, which I just used the brown wire, and I just twisted it, so it's not going anywhere. But there's that one. I do love that one. I love this girl. I love this girl. And I wanted to put that up there because it just reminded me of those vintage vibes. Okay, we're gonna go away from the vintage for a minute. I would like to go ahead and do our little teddy bear. I think he's adorable. So, what are we gonna do with our teddy bear? I'm gonna go ahead and cut him out. Now, if you have your own little Americana stickers or gold stars, whatever you have, you can get those out for this project too. You don't have to just use what I provide. It's all just suggestions. Really, that's all it is. But look at you guys. I designed this paper. Isn't it adorable? It's continuous pattern. So, hi Barb. I have all these newbies here. Welcome. We are celebrating America's 250th birthday with ATC cards. And I am working on my kit that I have. The digital version is available, and if you're interested, let me know. Send me a message. All you need is an email, and that's pretty much it. And a printer, or you can send your jobs to like a local print shop or like Staples, Office Depot, and they'll print them out for you. All right, so I'm gonna cut off his, not cut off, I'm gonna cut his little shoe off. I just think he's so cute, you guys. He's got a little hot dog. I know I love teddy bears. And those of you that are new to me, make sure you check out next week because we are doing Cabbage Patch Kids next week. And that's going to be probably my favorite. I'm super excited about next week. All right, you guys. So, I think I'm going to put this little... I'm trying to see if I want to do that or if I just want to do a few little beads. I think I'm just going to do the little beads and keep him simple because he does have a really cute background. Hi, Tamara. Okay, I am going to try out the Aleene's now. I know I've been reaching for this glue all night, but I told you guys we're going to try something new. So this is available at Dollar Tree. I already threw away the package, but it's the Aleene's. It's industrial heavy duty glue, and it is heavy compared to like my regular glue stick bottle. And interestingly enough, it's orange. I'm pretty sure it dries. It says permanent low order. Star Wars tonight. We're doing orders. No, it is industrial strength glue, permanent low odor, and no residue. I don't smell anything, so let's try it. I want to see how good it goes compared to my Scotch. Oh, it rolls right on though. I will say that. Okay. I'm not hating it. That's what it looks like. Let's try. Now we can even put like USA or something up here. I'm going to use my little gold star I have up here. You guys, these are so ancient. They're from Tuesday morning. They've been in my stash forever. I think I used one the other day when I made my little craft. But I'm going to put a gold star up here. It still has some stick. And then I'm going to cut these individually because these are in a strip. You could put the strip down if you wanted to, but I'm just going to kind of stagger them all over. So let me cut these real quick. You could even use those little, like, you know, the stars they used to give us in grade school, like if we did a good job, like the little tiny gold stars. I found those the other day. They were Dollar Tree brand, but I don't think Dollar Tree sells them anymore. I think they used to. I found them at a thrift store not that long ago. This is so precious. I love teddy bears. And I'm just saying, these I'm making really simple so that you guys will be encouraged to work on them too and do yours. You don't have to make it complicated, not at all. I think we're gonna do our little drum next. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more of these. I'll do 3 more. I feel like this one's too close. There we go. Oops. Now peel it off. Peel it off. And there. And we're done. I kind of like that look, just a little staggered around. Oh, this one's not on there. Hold on, guys. Oh, how cute. And you guys could glue things on with like a little bit of Mod Podge. We'll work on that next week too. But you can glue on like a little bit of Mod Podge and put like the little diamond art. If you have extra diamond art stuff, that'll work too. So there's that one. Look at how cute with the little bears. I love that one. Love, love, love. Okay. The next one, if I did give you a little clip, you can take that out and use it for this. You'll need a little pokey tool or even like a little, just something sharp to poke a hole. Even if it's just a pen, just be careful with it. I'm gonna take out one of my bull pens and I'm gonna do something a little different. I use a white one. You don't need bright colors. And I have these little, this is actually a free printable that I found on Google, and it was like a girl's like email, and you had to sign up for like her email stuff or whatever, and you got to print these out. So that's what this is. This is on Google. So far, the teddy bear is your favorite, Sue. So that's what I'm working with. Now I'm gonna make this into kind of like a movable one. So, and I am probably gonna put my other piece of garland on here. But let me work with this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. Just a little circle. I always like doing like different cards, movable ones, things like that. And I am trying to come up with some more ideas on how to make things a little bit more different than just something slapped on a card. But I don't want it too fetch away from like simple stuff, because I want you guys to be able to believe that you can do it too. Which is my mission statement here, in case you were wondering. So there's our little circle. It's never perfect, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little bullpen here so I can have this kind of move around, and then I'll put my other thing down here. So we want to go ahead and put a little hole where we want this and this. So I'm gonna take my little hole punch. If you have one of these, sometimes you could use the regular hole punch. It might be a little bit too big. In that case, you could use like the end of a pen and just use it at the back to put the little hole in. Or you can use like your little pokey tools that you have. Most people have those tools, but you can even use a pen, paper clip, whatever you wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and use my little hole though, just to kind of keep things going. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and put that through. You may have to work it around. You don't want to do it too far in though, because you want to be able to shut it. I hope I didn't do that. Yeah, that's okay. Just put it near the edge. Do as I say and not as I do. I put it a little too further in there. And try not to poke yourself. There you go. So now you have this little like tag little on here. Now you could put a little message on there, USA, whatever you wanted. I was even thinking about putting one of these, but I think it's gonna puff up too much. So I'm gonna leave that part alone. And I do want to use some of my other printables. Kind of like that. All right. Maybe I'll just put this on here too with this. It's all in how you want to do it. I don't have too much creativity tonight. Oh, thank you, Mom. Hi, Amy. How are you? I'm so excited. So while I'm kind of thinking right here, if you guys, we're about halfway full for our 4th of July, not 4th of July, that's what we're doing, for our Christmas in July event. It is going to be next month in Tampa Bay area. So if you need more information, I do have more information pinned at the top of my page, and I can also send an email with a little bit more detail. If you're interested in that, it is going to be an event done by myself and Beth with Craft and Confessions, hence the name. It's called Craft Box Confessions because it's a combination of both our names. And it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to put that star back there. And you guys, this was a little piece of garland, so you can find those at Dollar Tree too. I do like this glue. I'm not going to judge and say it's my favorite, but I do like it so far. Amy, we used this glue tonight. It's Aleene's and it's available at Dollar Tree. Oh, in case anybody wants to screenshot that. I do like it. I do like it, if you guys are interested. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put our little garland here at the bottom. And again, I'm just going to kind of flatten it down. And I did see somebody on like YouTube put like something heavy on top to like kind of hold it there. We're just going to put our deck of cards on there. That should be okay. All right, you guys. This one I saved the best for last. Almost the best for last. So in case you just joined, I love Aleene's too. I remember watching Aleene's Creative Living with my mom and grandma when I was younger. And that was like my first spat of like creativity, like where I got that from. So I saved the best for last. We're doing our little Cracker Jack box. Okay. If you guys want to learn how to make these, I can just let me know and I can do a little short video for you. It's very easy. You just found that glue, you haven't tried it yet? Becky, I'm not hating it. I like it. Let me know your thoughts on it. It doesn't smell and it's not too like sticky. Sometimes this glue you can see a little tiny string come out every once in a while, but that's what makes it stick. But I'm not hating it. And as you can see, I used that on the bear and he's not going anywhere, you guys. I'd say if you can't get those on Amazon, these are like $1.25, $1.50. But look at, he's on there good. He's not going anywhere. So, okay guys, so this was my idea. And this is why I use like the white background for her, because I want them to be the main focal point. Does she or does she not, especially with the position she's in, you want to learn how to make those? Okay, I'll make it happen, Sue. I gotta find time, but I'll make it happen. Does she not look like a girl version of the Cracker Jack logo? Please tell me you see it. Please tell me you see it. Because I saw that. You use that glue for rhinestone on your daughter's dance costumes? What? You do? Amy, is it really that good? I'm going to go back and get a couple more then. That's awesome. Because not everybody's going to love what everybody else loves. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Tanya, I have a box sitting here that's going in the mail with everything else. If I'm not going to push myself for tomorrow, but probably Saturday I'll have everything out. Only because right now we're down to one vehicle again, which is partially why we're having like all these situations right now. One vehicle again. Love the girl with the flag. Yes, I know. Isn't she cute? Okay. So you guys agree? Yes, Lucy agrees. If Lucy agrees, y'all have to agree. Okay, so I'm going to cut her out. And we're going to put our little Cracker Jack box on our card. So, oh, not the stick. Oh, you mean Aleene's in general. Yes, well, Aleene's is a very well-known. I'm still thinking about getting another couple ones. Thank you for sending out the craft box, Tanya. I can't wait till you forget your package. I know it is so late, my friend. So late. Hopefully it'll be worth the wait, dear. All right, so I'm just going to kind of fussy cut her out a little bit because, like I said, I'm going to put her on my white background. I wanted her to be like a focal point because I really felt like I was like, oh my gosh, she definitely looks like the Cracker Jack girl. And I feel like baseball games, all of that, so American, everything. And I just felt like this is a good representation snack besides a hot dog on what 4th of July is. And we all remember Cracker Jacks and like the little prizes you get inside of the boxes and all of that. I wish I could find the little original trinkets that it came with. I would love to just put all those on a charm. I think those would be amazing. So I'm going to cut her out. Almost like a little paper doll. By the way, if you do love paper dolls, you are definitely not going to want to miss next week. It is probably going to be my favorite out of all of our, and we had some really good ones this week so far. We still have 2 more weeks. I'm still thinking about last month too. But we did Mary Poppins last week. For those of you that weren't here, we did our Mary Poppins cards, which are right here. I still have to do a little video. We made like a little kite and our little Mary Poppins cards. And of course, Christy got into character because I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't be. You had to go find those file folders. You had to go find the file folders from my made one of the folios. Oh, Tanya, I'm so excited. You got to send me a picture, friend. I'm so glad. If you guys are wondering what she's talking about, I can go grab it real quick. It is Americana themed, so it'll go. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of position her on the card. You can do either or. You could do it like laying down like this with her on top. That's kind of cute. You don't see her cute little shoes though. So I'm gonna put it with the Cracker Jack box like up and down, because that's the way I remember eating it and reading the box this way. And I'm gonna kind of like put her back here. So, and then I think we're gonna use a couple of these like little gems. I may even use some of my little gold stars. I wish I could find more of the gold stars for you guys, but I don't care if it goes a little bit off the edge. It's okay with me. I got these as small as I could to be represented. You know what I mean? So, all right, let me glue. Let me glue. So if I'm doing it this way, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this one. Hi, Jaden. What did she say? Oh, okay. She was laughing at what it looked like. She does look like the Cracker Jack girl. I think she's the long lost love of the Cracker Jack boy. I will say I'm not loving the color. Like Elmer's is purple and this one's kind of a goofy looking orange, but it's okay. Okay. So now I want her this way, and I do want to catch her shoes in. So I'm going to just kind of let it kind of lay off of both sides. It's fine. This one ripped a little bit, but that's okay. It's nothing, a little bit of glue. And to be honest, what you could do is, I didn't do this part because I had to make so many of them, but you could lay a little bit of Mod Podge on top and seal it so it's, but I mean, it's going on a paper card, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to use another little sticker out of here just because I feel like she needs one. Like right up here, and then a couple of these. Do we have a troll in here? I think we do, and if we don't, I'm sorry, but please leave my friends alone. We are only here for this. You went to a women's retreat and it was so awesome. I'm so glad. Lucy, just ignore that. I never know who's who until I actually figure out what they're doing and where they're coming from. Let me see. Oh, look at that. I have a band button. Bye. The band button's here. Thank you. Thank you. I've never been able to ban anybody. It's something to celebrate, that's for sure. Goodbye. That's not funny, Lucy. I'm sorry. I can't see every single comment, so. Oh, you guys, I think this one's definitely my favorite. I kind of knew it. But isn't she so precious? Oh, I love this. Now, here is an idea. If you do not want, if you go through all your troubles and you don't want to but if you don't want to trade all of your cards from your pack, here's a good thing that you could do. You could technically put a little hole punch through these, and those little rings that I showed you yesterday, or today, whatever day I showed you. There's like 3 different sizes. I don't get the little ones normally. I just get the big ones or the medium ones. You can punch a little hole and put them like on a tag flip. Okay? She's awesome. I know, I love her too. So it just pops right there, and then you just use a regular hole punch is fine. And then you can make these, or you can hang these on an ornament. Yes, you could use clear to make the box shiny. That's another good idea. I would, if you do like a tree for like every time of the year, I normally do, but I have been slacking this year, you guys. I haven't done anything. I would definitely hang that on a tree. That would definitely be like my favorite one. But I just love her. Okay, we have one more to do. One more. And then I have a few things to show you. And we'll call it a night after that. Thank you, Mom. Good idea. All right. This is the other watercolor one I have. I think everybody has two. I'm not sure. But I have one left, and I have a few of these gems. I also have some leftover gems from last week, which we may put on here. I don't know yet. So I'm thinking this, everybody's positioning is going to be different because this is that Hobby Lobby paper, but it's the 1776. And it's got the little bow on it. I think it's so cute. So I'm going to use my little Lady Liberty stamp, which I stamped in the color that she is now, not her original color. If you guys don't know, go Google it. Her original color is not this color. So it says United States of America. So I'm going to kind of put her to the side, like right over here. You can still see it's 1770, and we already know the rest. So I'm going to kind of put her off to the side, and then I'm going to put this little piece, this little star. What you could do is you could cut it off there. I think I'm going to just kind of hide her. Maybe. I don't know. Or you could just decorate it with whatever you want. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I think I'm going to cut it, though. What do you got? Hold on, guys. I'm in my trash. Mr. Jaden's lucky I didn't send Robert after him, because he wouldn't be nice about it. Okay, I do like that, and then we're just going to put a few of our little things in the meantime. What's a good idea? Oh, Sue is saying you are a good idea. Okay. Yes. Very good idea. Okay. I like this. I like this. Everybody has like different colors, so you guys do you. I'm just here to entertain you while we're doing this together. Hi, Mary. How are you? Mary, I have your package here. It's going out Friday or Saturday, probably Saturday, with the rest of my packages. You guys, I had such a week. So on, was it Tuesday or Monday? Sometime this week, my printer ran out of a certain color ink, and I didn't know that it was going to be running. I don't know. The level looked like I had another week before it would go out. But I was printing out a certain theme from melting hot and shit. I'm sorry you're melting. Oh my goodness, Mary. Hi, Chris. And it ran out of ink. So I couldn't even print out shipping labels if I wanted to, because the printer's just like, no, we need ink, we need ink, we need ink. And the printer is very high and expensive, so I didn't want to mess it up. So I had to go find the ink, which I had to drive 30 minutes away to my nearest Staples to find the ink, only to get there and find out that the online lied and nobody in the store was helping me. The little thing was going off saying, customer needs assistance in the ink aisle, like every 90 seconds. And I sat there for 15 looking around, and there was like one cashier helping people, and that was it. And I was like, what in the world is this? Like, it was so ridiculous. When I tell you it was ridiculous, it was so ridiculous. But anyways, enough of that. So I was so delayed with some of my stuff this week, but I will never run out of ink again, because now I know when to order ink. So lesson learned. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue my pieces down. So that was a little bit of a bummer this week. And now my husband's truck isn't working. So now we're down to one vehicle again. It just never ends. I just realized I didn't cut the bottom. So I'm going to cut the bottom real quick. Oops. My fluffy hair is going everywhere. So I've had a week. However, let me tell you, while I'm gluing the rest of this, about God's little reminders. Okay? This was my wonderful experience that I planned on sharing with you guys. So here I am sharing. So my grandmother, as you guys have heard about her many, many times, was very near and dear to my heart. And I miss her very much. A lot lately. And she loved Long John Silver's, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't see Long John Silver's as much as I did. They closed all the ones in our old town, and I didn't know that there was one in the new town until like we passed it a few months ago. And I was like, oh wow, there's a Long John's here. So this one's gonna get tacky glue because it is 3D. It's not holding with that Aleene's glue. Oops, hold on guys. I gotta open the... Actually, we're going to do fabric tack because that one's not opening. Just kidding. Here I go when I ramble on. So anyway, I told my husband, because again, I'm 30 minutes away. And I said, do you want Long Johns for dinner? Because I was heading back from, very upset Chrissy, heading back from the Staples after I ordered it online and realized it was going to take 2 days to get here. So... luckily, I had stuff already printed out I could work on, but still. Fabric tack never fails. That's what we used on the star, because it's a little thick. So anyways, he says no. So I decided, okay, well, I'm just going to go in and eat because I don't want to bring it back. Fish doesn't stay good for a 30-minute drive. It's probably like 20 minutes at this point. So it's like I'm going to eat there. So I go in, and the people were so nice and friendly. And I don't know if you guys been to a lot of fast food restaurants lately, but it is not like people don't talk to you. They don't care. It's not the experience that you used to get years ago, which it's fine. I understand. I mean, life is hard. It's expensive. They don't get paid a lot of money, especially to deal with a lot of irritating people. Because I've seen those videos too. People go off for no reason. Anyway, I'm rambling again. They were so nice and friendly, and I haven't been treated that sweet in so long. So I sat there and I ate my fish, and I thought about my grandma so much. I just miss her so much. And then I look on the wall, and they have like a little setup in there where they have like an old jukebox, and this is like a rundown, like little, the AC ain't even working properly, like Long John Silver's. I'm just dabbing my fabric tack, you guys. That's all I'm doing. And Neil Diamond is on the wall. And I almost started crying, and I felt so close to my grandmother at that point because Neil Diamond always will be her favorite, and I just felt so close to her and so blessed. And I shared this experience with my mom and my husband when I got home, and I was like, I've never felt so close to Nanny before, like since she's passed. But it was a sense of peace, and I think we all need that sense of peace. And then I prayed about it, and I thanked the Lord for giving me that day and that experience, because sometimes, yeah, some places you do have to order from the kiosk now. It's so annoying. And I don't know if you guys, Wendy's are that way, but oh my gosh, I don't like going. I refuse to go to Wendy's drive-thru anymore. I don't want to talk to a computer. I want to talk to a person. It's just so weird. But I thanked God for that day and that experience, even though it started off as a bad experience. Not, not getting my ink I needed, which, by the way, I use my printer every day. Every day. I'm always printing something off for my journal or the card club or everything else. So I really felt the Lord that day, and I was just super grateful. Super grateful. Okay, guys, I'm going to put one more little dot on here just because I think it needs a little bit more bling. And then I just wanted to share that really fun experience because it was started off as bad, actually ended up, you know, as a good experience. And in the end, everything was okay. I got my glue. I got my ink a few days later. You have a Long John Silver's 5 minutes? Oh my gosh. Yes, it was a God wink, Mary. Absolutely. I was just so in awe about it. I don't know. I really loved it. Okay, this one is very different for me, but I kind of like it. It's got all that little sparkle bling. That's left over from my Mary Poppins that we didn't use. And then the blue strip, because I gave you guys a lot of those. So, and then that's it. I do have this one left, but I like to try to include, thank you, Amy. I like to include different backgrounds, because you don't have to, if you don't like, you know, something like this where it has the, oh, yes, that's still there. It had like, I don't know, the colonial buildings and stuff. If you don't like that style, you could use something else. My mom said everything happens for a reason. Yes. I'm so glad you loved that story. I had to share it. I feel like sometimes we hit rock bottom, or we're in places in life where we don't understand, and we have to kind of look past what the eye can see and just kind of like look at something else that could be happening, God working in the meantime. You know what I mean? And that was that. And I have felt less stressed, and since I've had that experience, and just more and more grateful. So, and my husband did get a cheesecake out of it. I got him the Reese's cheesecake, the Reese's peanut butter cup. He was very grateful to his wife. He didn't get dinner that night. He told me he snacked a lot, but he paid for it the next day on the stomach ache. And I was like, I'm sorry, you didn't want Long Johns. Anyway, it was a good day. Even though it turned out bad, it ended up being a good day. I even took a picture of the Neil Diamond records on the wall, because I got like my tray liner from them, and I want to journal about this, because this is what I'm talking about. You do not have to journal every day. I don't sit here and tell you, oh, you got to journal every day. Sometimes just writing down a few sentences can help process what's in your mind, what's in your heart, and when you get them off your chest or off your mind, it can just be therapeutic. So it doesn't have to be every day, because some days aren't the same. Some days are really stressful. But in the experiences and fun things and things that we see, and like that story, I literally am journaling about it, and I'm posting the pictures of the Neil Diamond, because it's not like I'm going to go there very much. But now that I know it's there and the people are nice, I'll probably go again. And yes, I did do a survey. Do the surveys, you guys. Do the surveys. It may take a few minutes of your time, but sometimes you get free food. And that goes a long way now, because a lot of places are expensive. All right, so this one is done gluing. I'm done talking. I hope I was a little therapeutic for you tonight. So this is the little colonial like drums with our little hang tag there. See, so cute. I love this. Super cute. I'm going to close this before I forget. Oh my goodness, this glue is very expensive. Don't leave it open. We've got our little Statue of Liberty with our bling, which I love. Our little bear. Love the bear. And then we also have our little Lady Liberty with our little firework in the air. I love this one, you guys. It's so fun. I can share the picture with them if they want to see it. And then our little twirly girl with our little fireworks. Love that one. And then my personal favorite, our Cracker Jack box girl. Mr. and Mrs. Cracker Jack, I like to call them. So, yay! All right, quick announcement. I already talked about Christmas in July, Crapbox Confessions, live event. We have half of our spots filled. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. And the teddy bear one, yes. Thank you, Becky. Thank you guys for being here. So, I would like to, starting in August, and I want to get feedback from you guys, but very similar to the card club. And I think I'm going to do it, I don't know if I'm going to do it every month, but it may be like maybe a 2-month thing. I don't know. Because I don't want to commit too much to take away from my card club. Because that's right now is my main focus. But I want to hear you guys, what do you think about a themed journal kit? And when I say journal kit, I basically mean like stickers and ephemera sent to you in a package for like a monthly low price that we do now with our other things. And then would you guys be interested in that? Because I have been thinking about that. I've already been buying stuff for that because I really want to do it. Even if it is just periodically, not every week or not every month. I can't do every week, you guys. I have a full-time job. Hi Vivian, how are you? So with that being said, think about that and let me know what you guys think and if you guys would be interested. Because I know I hear a lot of people, even out when it's shopping, I heard this lady talking about everybody's into junk journaling and I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong and I need to, she was talking to somebody and she was kind of far away, so I didn't introduce myself or anything, but she was just like, I need to know what I'm missing. And I was like, this might be a good opportunity to at least give people something to work with. So let me know what you think about that. And then I want to show you what I've been working on. This is what I worked on Sunday. And I will say, she's not on here, but Jessie is sold. She's accounted for. But I wanted to show you guys my charms. So if you guys know, Toy Story is coming out in just a short week or so. And I made Toy Story charms. Now, if you guys are interested, I've had a few inquiries. This is Woody. That was Lotso. This is Woody. I had so much fun making these. I was back in my element again. I will show you Jessie, even though she's accounted for. Yes, Gwen says yes to the kits. To the junk journal kits? Okay. You got it, my friend. By the way, Craftbox Live, Craftbox Confessions Live, I should say, event is getting an exclusive kit, ATC kit from me. So we'll do a special Christmas in July, which is why I didn't do Christmas in July for the month of July. This coming month that you guys will see, what you won't see any Christmas, sorry. That would be fun. Where do you, oh, where do I work, Mary? I work from home, so that's helpful. But it's a lot of attention span. There's Jessie. Isn't she cute? You guys, all of the Toy Story ones have a little cloud on them, and she has like a little boot and a bow. And I tried to like coordinate the colors really well. All right, so she's accounted for, and she's very hard to find. I haven't been able to find her but one time. And I got the last one. So this one is Rex, and he has special dino charms on him. Here's his little cloud. And this just is a mixture of beads. See the little dinos. I love him. My daughter loved him. So I work from home, Mary, for medical company for a children's hospital. I am in scheduling and admin stuff. The junk journal sounds like fun. Okay, awesome. I'm glad I got good feedback. You guys, I don't know if I love where I hung his charm, but he's still a charm. He's still there. So I'm making these either junk journal charms or bag charms. I'll just charge a few extra dollars to make it a, you know, have the laminate. I'm working on the laminated bookmarks right now. And then I put, you guys, I put a little Disney thing on him. And then he's got like a little wheel, almost like a little wheelbarrow. I thought that was just so cool. He's nice and chunky. So that's Bullseye. So, oh, and then I gotta show you Buzz. Duh, I gotta show you Buzz. He's like, I coordinated everything. Find the beads. The beads are all from all over the place, Sue, because for the last 6 years, I've been making things like this. I just didn't, I didn't show them a whole lot. I can show you what I have. I'll do a video probably. But I was always making these with like the little doorables. I called them backpack buddies. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? But I just recently started making the charms and stuff. I just like to color coordinate and make them matchy, you know? So he's got some sparkle galactic like beads on him, a couple of them. Oh, you're a retired nurse, Mary? Awesome. I cannot do the clinical side. I did go to nurse school, and once I got to my clinicals, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I was 100 pounds soaking wet out of high school, and I couldn't lift people, and I couldn't take the people DYINGing. It was very rough on me. So, I love this little sparkly bead. He's got his little cloud, and then of course the star, and then I have a Mickey charm on here too. So there's Buzz. So I will have these available in my shop probably, tomorrow's Friday, probably tomorrow evening. I gotta get going on this. If not Saturday, I might just drop them Saturday. The only one that I have accounted for right now is Jessie's. She's not available. The wheels I gave you. Yes, is that where I got them? You know, sometimes I find the charms anywhere. I'll find them from all over my house or whatever, but I just wanted to show you. I have those available. Super cute for if you want to get, if you have like a granddaughter or grandson, not a son, but a granddaughter or a niece or something that want to do the bag charms. You can just get it as a bag charm. But if you want to get the kids junk journaling or just journaling for the summertime to keep them active in writing and reading and all of that, it's a good incentive to give them along with the journal. And I am working on a Toy Story journal. It'll probably be done next week. I'm trying to get it done before the movie. That way they can talk about the movie and experience it and everything else. And if you guys follow my videos and my reels, you may have seen these, but I wanted to show you them in person just so you got to see. And I'll work on getting more characters if I get a lot of good feedback or people that want them. And if you want to claim one, you guys are my first people I've shown and talked to, but if you guys want to claim one, just DM me. I'll do my best. Okay, so I will get some more information on the journal thing. Got a different plan for you, Sugar. Oh, God has a different plan for you, Sugar. Thank you, Mary. You're so sweet. I know it. And you know what? I feel like I'm still doing good with the hospital, and I'm still very attentive, and I still feel very wanted and fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. But at the end of the day, what really fulfills me is being in here and using my mind, because it goes a mile a minute, and just kind of striking my creativity and sharing it that way. So I not only help the kids and their parents, I help the creatives too. So I kind of have the best of both worlds right now. My husband warns me that one day it won't be that way and I'll have to choose. And that's going to be a really hard decision, but I'm here for it. I'm here, whatever God's plan is going to be his plan, and I'm going to go for it. So, but I appreciate you guys for being here always. I cannot promise you another live just yet. I will kind of get my bearings going. I do want to get all my packages out and all the kits out. I know a few of you I owe a card to, so I'll be working on those throughout the weekend. I apologize for my delay, but hopefully all will be good, and I'm crossing fingers about the car situation. So Mary, DM me and I will let you know, because I have they're not differently priced, but it depends what you want. So I'll let you know the deets on that. So, all right, you guys, I'm finally done talking, and I will see you guys soon. Make sure you DM me if you have any questions, and thank you so much for your feedback on the journaling thing. So I will start to get that going, and hopefully by August I'll have something fun for you. So good night, you guys. Love you. Bye.